so many people in business are, and it's come up a couple of times for me over the last couple of months. I've spoke to, since we've started this podcast, to be honest with you, like people have been asking me about different businesses, and it seems to me that people are scared of two things. For a start, they're scared to fail.
Sure.
And secondly, they're scared of what other people think. Now, in business and in life, you just cannot be afraid to fail, and certainly you shouldn't give a fuck what other people think, because you're just on a road to nowhere. For a start, failure is part of success. You need to fail. You need to try things. You need to fail in order to be successful. The chances of you doing one thing and being successful right away are pretty much nil.
Yeah.
Failure is a part of success. It's just a fact. And why would you care about what other people think about you? A lot of people are scared because they may fail, and they're scared of what other people think about them failing.
Wow. Okay, so they're tying into
They're tied together,
right?
yeah. They're scared about people thinking about what they think.
Because I was going to ask you, what do you think people are afraid of?
Well, they're afraid of the way that people view them if they fail.
So perception.
Perception, 100%. Sure. But the thing is, you could fail at 4 or 5 different things and then be successful at the one thing, and nobody will remember any of the things you failed at.
Yeah, well, it takes me back to a conversation we've had in the past, and you were telling me all the things that you started or tried to do and failed at.
I mean, I can run through them right now. I modeled for a bit. I modeled for a bit. I actually did okay at that, but I couldn't get busy enough to do it full time.
I guess like in Dundee, you would do pretty well.
I was in Glasgow. The agency I was signed with.
I've seen some of the talent around here, by the way. You fit right in.
Well, the agency I was signed with was Glasgow based.
Okay.
It was on Hope Street. I don't know if you know where that is. But anyway, so it was Glasgow based. But anyway, I couldn't get busy enough to do it full time. Right. So I tried that. I was signed with an agency, it never worked out.
Okay.
I was a personal trainer for about 6 months, never worked out.
That's
failed
tough,
at that.
By the way.
It's a tough gig, yeah.
That's tough.
I worked at the hotel. I wouldn't say I failed at that, but I stopped doing
Something
that.
you moved on from.
Exactly, yeah. I tried selling steel for a couple of months. I worked as a sales guy selling steel, H-beams, I-beams.
Yeah.
Didn't come to anything.
Sure.
Wasn't very successful at that. Then I fell into real estate, which I've done okay at.
Yeah.
And since real estate, I tried to start a marketing agency, which I never even really gave it enough. I never even put the work in. It was just a half-ass attempt.
Yeah.
I tried selling luxury watches like Rolexes.
Like a secondary market?
Yeah, secondary market, okay. Yeah. I did okay, but it wasn't a success. I never lost any money, but it wasn't a success.
Right.
And I started a clothing brand. Again, I never lost any money, but it wasn't a success. Okay. All these things you could say I failed at, but nobody remembers about any of those things that I've failed at. They just think about real estate. And that's the same with everyone else too. You could start 10 or 12 different businesses, fail at them all, be successful at the 13th, and everyone will forget about the 12 that you failed at because you were successful in the 13th.
Yep.
And I don't care about how many times I fail. I don't care about what people think about. Think about this. We decided we were going to start a podcast on a Thursday and we booked the first session on the Monday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't think about,
we weren't thinking about,
what if this podcast fails?
It wasn't necessarily about, winning or failing. It was, or success and failure. It was more about just
do what you want to do.
Let's do it.
Do what you want to do.
And people will like it or they won't. And it's up to them. We're going to have fun. We're going to enjoy it. And some people will take stuff away, but it's for us.
100%. And listen, I would much rather have tried and failed than not tried at all. Failure is a part of success. You need to go through the failure. That's when you learn. You don't learn if you just success after success after success. It doesn't happen. You need to go through failure in order to get to success.
Well,